Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word of the Lord. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, out here pushing the words of truth and sincerity. I brought this out. This video is edifying. You see, it tells you, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the sons of heaven. And the heathen, for the heathen are dismayed at them. A quick definition for dismayed is cause someone to feel consternation or distressed, shocked, shaken up, frightened, alarmed, surprised, unsettled, distressed. So they get distressed, unsettled, alarmed about the signs of heaven. We're not to learn those ways. This video goes into something called an analemma. An analemma, okay? And it's a 3-year time lapse. It says time lapse of the sun in the west. One picture every 24 hours. Watch the sun traces out a figure 8 in the sky each year from 2015 to 2018. The shape of this path is known as the solar analemma. And what the heathen would do is they'd notice these shapes same way we would notice these shapes, how over a year, this is the shape that the sun makes in the sky at the same time every day. It's a figure 8. You know, that figure 8 also going into the word infinity because it never stops. You know, that's, it's a spiritual number. It's infinity sign as well. But it says, why does the position of the sun change each day? The earth spins and revolves around the sun, but the earth's spin is tilted compared to its orbit. Sometimes the earth's north pole tilts toward the sun, and sometimes it tilts away. This makes the sun appear to shift north and south from one day to the next. So they go on and on about, the sun being in orbit, the earth moving closer to the sun, and then there's a period of the year where the earth is moving far away. There's a period when the earth is tilted toward the sun. There's a period where it's tilted away, so forth and so on. And this period observed in the once every 24 hours for 365 days creates an analemma. All right. Again, Jeremiah told us not to be dismayed at the signs of heaven. So we can see this and we can appreciate it. The beautiful gifts that the Lord has done and the miraculous wonders of the Lord. But we're not supposed to be dismayed at it. And this is exactly what it looks like. I'm going to play a little clip where you can see how this dude takes a picture of the sun in the same position at the same time, 4:40. But he goes through the entire year to do it. And you'll see how the sun will rise, swing back around, and drop back down, as you can see. And so March, April, May, June. Now something happens around June, right before July. As you can see, something happens around June. What happens is it loops back around. So it's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up all the way till June. See, we're at June 20th, right around the 20th, that forms. So you got that. And then it drops back around, comes back around, comes back around. And right around December, it begins to loop back, come back around, right back around June, same time last year, stops in the sky, stops moving upward and comes back down. And then again, right back down to December, right around the 23rd, it stops and it begins to loop back up. And it does this process over and over and over. Now, in the middle On the ends is called solstices. This is winter solstice in December, and the summer solstice is up there. In the middle period, let me go back. In the middle period, it's called equinoxes. So it starts off with the solstice, moves out right around March, equinox, which means equal, comes back around, stops, solstice. Here comes the autumn equinox, right around September, goes to the solstice, winter solstice. So basically Christmas comes in right around the time of the winter solstice. And so this is where the date came from. It's basically winter solstice. Just like they got celebration in summer. I believe it's called midsummer in some face where they do like dancing around the maypole. It's a movie about that and all the evil that's behind that, where they have festivals surrounding the summer solstice just like the winter solstice. But Christmas came from a winter solstice style tradition, paganism. All right. Proverbs 14:15 says, "The simple believeth every word, the prudent man looketh well to his going." You're not supposed to believe every single thing somebody tell you. Oh yeah, you can celebrate Christmas and it's just about family. It's just about custom. It's just about love. It's just about family. But you're not supposed to do anything that offends the Lord, because it's offensive to the Lord that your custom is surrounded by the way of the heathen. Your custom is about the dismayed heathens who are dismayed at the signs of heaven, the solstices, the sun, about facing, going into a different direction, and the shortest day of the year, also the longest night of the year, winter solstice, and creating a heathen custom around it. And here you are celebrating it and thinking that you're going to prosper because it's surrounded by gift giving and so-called family time. But the truth is, this is that's for your destruction. Because as we went into earlier, you're just giving evidence against yourself. You're giving evidence for the case that the Most High is building up against you. You got all these idols in your house. You got all these. You got a history of idolatry and doing what the heathen do in the name of love. Scriptures in 1 Peter 1:14, it says, "As obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lusts in your ignorance, but as he which hath called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation." All manner of conversation. Let's look that word up in the dictionary. Conversation, talk, right? I believe there's more to it. Make conversation. Living among. Conversary. So it goes with familiarity and to be living among somebody. Right? It's not just talking, but it's how you live amongst people. All right, so let's go back. Because it is written, "Be ye holy, for I am holy." All right. Jeremiah 17:5. "Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh his flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord." So the destruction is coming for a majority of our people because their heart is against the Lord. Again, Most High requires obedience, and He requires you to kiss the Son. You should know the names of the Heavenly Father and the Son by now. You've been going to church all your life. You never considered that they have names. That's in the Hebrew tongue. You should be considering the times that the Most High is designated. Just like that solstice, that sun whips right back around after it's done with the winter solstice. Then comes the vernal equinox in March. Then it heads to the next one. And it does this over and over to the next solstice and then the next equinox. It's on repeat. Well, so are the times, the seasons. The seasons are on repeat. Winter, spring, summer, fall. But so are times. Time of planning and time of plucking up that which is planted. Time of peace and a time of war. Time to be born and a time to die. So America had its birth, and now it's almost at its time to die. So this whole society is going to be destroyed. And we're in the time of Third World War because you can see the proliferation, which is the spread of all these nukes now. A lot of countries got back to building their nuclear facilities and upgrading. And as you know, Iran is expediting that process based upon the state of Israel being that much of a threat. And so cursed be the man, Jeremiah 17:5, thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh the flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. So all three of those happen in a tandem. You trust in man, which led you to celebrating some pagan tradition, just so randomly placed right at the winter solstice. That's not random. And make it flesh his arm. You believe in this society. You believe in this system. Whose heart departed from the Lord. Because ultimately, the Most High, the Father Yahweh, wants you to believe in Him eternally, everlasting. He wants you to believe in Him and trust in Him for everything. He wants you to lean upon Him for understanding, for wisdom, for knowledge, for stability, for safety, for knowledge, for everything. All your needs can be met through Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. Yet, like disobedient children, your heart departed from the Lord, and then you begin to believe anything you hear. The simple believing in every word. So there it is, man. And so in the name of love, or in the name of getting together, family time, you begin to serve idols. Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. So you were led, just like the sheep you were led, except the wolf got you. The wolf in sheep's clothing has got you, and he led you right to the slaughter. That's why you're being destroyed. They cause you to err, which means error. It's the leaders. And you trusted that Christmas was okay. You could still be a Christian because the name Christmas is in it. You think it has something to do with Yahweh Shah when it don't. If Yahweh Shah was here, he wouldn't celebrate that mess. He'd condemn you for putting that damn tree up in the first place and doing what the heathen do. That's why you need integrity. You need endurance to be in this truth. The world wants to pull you back. But you got to be obedient to the Lord. Again, 1 Peter 1:14, as obedient children, not fashioning yourself according to the form of lust in your ignorance. What's to fashion yourself mean? Or to be fashioned? Fashioning? It says, make into a particle or required form, to forge something, to mold something, to shape someone. You're shaped back into your former self. You see? You've been made. Your appearance is like you used to look, like you used to be. Your make and your style. And mainly it's your mindset. It's all how it was according to the former lusts. Something former is before. Before what? Before you turn back to the Lord. So if you're obedient, now you've turned back to the Lord. You were disobedient, now you're obedient, and you don't fashion yourself according to the lusts, the things of your mind during your time of disobedience, which is celebrating all these holidays, man. So forth and so on. Paganism. Doing like the heathen. Now you can have a backbone. Now you can have some integrity and be obedient to the Father and say to hell with the way of the world. The world is going to be destroyed for trusting in man. So I just wanted to touch on that subject. I brought this out. This video was edifying. Till next time, shalom.